Alrighty, let's get this show on the road, folks. Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 57 of my livestream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Sorry, it's been a bit. I've been having some issues, and I've got some time now to actually get this done. So, we need to go to Limsa, because I believe the Maiden's Rhapsody is in effect, which is the Final Fantasy XI crossover event. I don't think I did that one on this character. If I did, then we'll just move on with story. But otherwise, we're going to take care of that and then do story. Hope you all are having a good time. This new year has started off interestingly. Roller coaster rides. I think I gotta go to the Act Castle. And of course, sorry that I'm on about a half an hour later than what I usually am. I got caught in a dungeon trying to do a daily on my main character, and let's just say a lot of wipes happened. I did that. In my defense, I did that dungeon one time before, and that was rough. Did I do it already? Nope, here it is. A Journey to Remember. You must be level 30 to complete this one. Excuse me, sir, if you have a moment. I'm Ramumu, with the Harbor Herald, and judging by your dress, you're one of those well-traveled adventurers I've heard so much about. No doubt one as worldly as yourself has heard the rumors of an unusual warrior maiden from the Far East. Danger constantly follows in her footsteps, and the Far Easterners I've spoken with claim her dress and fighting style are nothing they've ever seen. Do you know what happened the last time a strange warrior from unknown lands came to Eorzea? That upstart Peter Winston practically stole the parchment from my desk to write a story. Our readership will soon double, and he's been regarded as the Harbor Herald's finest reporter ever since. Should have been my story, and I'll be damned if he beats me to this one. But if following her is as dangerous as it sounds, I'll need an adventurer like you to keep me safe. If you're interested, meet me down at Costa del Sol. That's where she was last spotted. That's where I plan to start. If I remember correctly, the other event that he's talking about was when Lightning showed up back in the day. And you can get her hairstyle, Snow's hairstyle, her attire, Snow's attire, and various different weapon glams. I really wish that I could get the hairstyles at least. The hairstyles would have been nice, but oh, I don't have any money. I gotta go pull it out. One thing I don't like about Limsa is transporting around costs you money. Even though it's like a little pittance, it's still something. It's like a little bug bite. I've got the money to spare though. We'll do 100. Do 100 even. That way I make sure I have enough. Fisherman's Guild. Oh yeah, we get to go do the Dravonian Forelands. After this. Do I do the dungeon? I kinda need to do the dungeon in order to unlock all the stuff. Do I tank the dungeon is another question. Do I heal the dungeon? Do I DPS the dungeon? Casting. I can DPS it. Yay. We'll do that. Well, first things first. Oh, I gotta be 51? Bollocks. Crud. I was about to say that my gear score shouldn't be a problem, but it wasn't the gear score problem. Fudge. Ah, you're here at last. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. She was here just a few bells ago, or so I was told. Look, over there. Could it be? Begging your pardons, please do not think me strange for asking, but can you tell me if we are close to Selbina? Or perhaps Mara? Fear I am hopelessly lost. Selbina? Mara? Sorry, dear, but you're on the eastern shore of Vilbrand. Eastern La Noscia, to be precise. Take a year from you're the far eastern traveler that's been the talk of the taverns as of late. You took quite the warpath through Eorzea, from what I've heard. Yes, I hail from the far east, but Vilbrand, La Noscia, I cannot recall such names. The truth be told, I cannot recall much of anything since awakening in these strange surroundings. By Beauregard's beard, you mean you've lost your memory? I remember my name is Zeroha. I'm training in the way of the glaive, though I feel I am still a novice. Before awakening here, I was on a mission to... forgive me, it is hard to make sense of what little I can recall. The only clear thoughts in my mind are of Master and a powerful technique I labor to perfect, Amatsu Kiori. I'm certain it is essential to completing my mission. Interesting you'd remember training above all else. Perhaps that's the key. If you continue to practice your Master's teachings, it stands to reason other related memories might come back to you. Recalling my mission by first recalling Master's teachings. Yes, that does seem plausible. I do not doubt many of the techniques I learned had a specific purpose. It would only be a matter of focusing on this particular one. This is the scoop I've been looking for. A Far Eastern warrior on a special mission? What if we're in danger? This isn't some fairy tale like Peter's story. People need to know. But she's no good to us if she can't remember anything. Help her so we can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, alrighty. Here, take this map before you go. Training won't do you any good if you get lost now, will it? Kindness is greatly appreciated, thank you. The journey alone in the strange land would be a trial of all its own, I am sure. When we explored a shore south of here, I recall mention that the beach was an excellent place for training. Something about the aquatic wildlife being suitable for sparring. If the creatures here are similar, I would very much like to try my hand against them. And I trust you'll ensure she has every opportunity to do so. Now don't let me keep you. The sooner she remembers her mission, the better. When she's had her fill of combating critters along the coast, perhaps she should rest at Limzo where it's safer. Bulwark Hall should do nicely. It's the first place she'll see after coming through the gates. That would have been a good idea for me to get some more gil. Oh wait, no, I do have enough gil. Yay! For the return trip. Actually, I should probably do this on Red Mage to get the XP, but oh well. Probably won't get enough anyways. Onion rings. Rocking out on these crabs. You know, I never did play 11. I watched a friend of mine play it for a little bit, and the fact that he kept missing a B had me a little upset. Plus, I didn't have internet access at the time. My own home. Now I just too busy playing this game to pick up another MMO. I mean, if I didn't have to pay the sub, I'm more likely I'll pick it up. How much XP did I get? 6,000? Oh, it's okay. I'll go back to Limbo now. Bulwark Hall. Aetherite Plaza. I still get a little lost if it's not Gridania. Even after all these years of playing, mainly for the fact that Gridania is usually the town I stick around. That'll change eventually, though. Once I finally get a mention. Be nice to see if they have. Be nice to see one open up, potentially win it, and it would be quite fulfilling. Been a while since I've been on this character. Training at the beach was invigorating. It had been too long since I enjoyed such sport, fighting alongside one so well versed in the arts of war. I would like to think I improved my form by following your example. At first I doubted crabs would be suitable for practice, but I was quite wrong. Testing my strength against their hardened shells, swing after swing, over and over again. I could easily spend days or even weeks at a time battling them. If only I could remember who suggested this training regimen. Optostone shard, huh? Oh my, what a peculiar stone. I sense something within it. Something familiar. Something dark. Ooh. Big bad boy. Grueling battle in the cold against evil made manifest. The Lord of Shadows, long dead yet somehow resurrected. The fate of the realm hanging in the balance, I remember. And yet I am not convinced these visions relate to my mission. Why would Master entrust me with the means to slay such foe? The answers must lie within my memories. They have to. All the more reason I must hurry to complete my training and perfect Amatsu Kiori. While waiting for your arrival, I asked a couple of travelers from Gridania, I think, where I might find creatures of a more dark and unusual nature. They told me of a place called Hawk Manor, a cursed estate whose grounds play host to various sorts of hellish monsters. These creatures sound like promising opponents, full of the fury and cunning I would expect at a true battle. Now then, let us be off. When we are finished, we can meet in the nearby town. Excuse me. Go to Bent Branch. Alrighty, time to do a new one. Gotta keep your Roja alive for all these. Well, of course, you gotta stay alive as well, but for the main part, you just need to keep a Roja alive. Oops. Alright. Oh, that's to unlock a dungeon. I don't feel like unlocking it right now. I guess we're going to Gridania. I thought we were going to go back to Bent Branch for a minute there. Go back to the back gate. Yes, I wish to enter Gridania from the White Wolf Gate. Whew. She's over at the Carline Canopy. So we can burn our sprint and not have to worry about wasting it. Thank you for once again aiding in my training. To witness such majesty and grace in the battlefield is truly inspiring. It served as a wonderful lesson in combat. Aura Stone Shard. We have one more to do. I think. Oh, you found yet another strange stone. Yes, it radiates with a warmth much like the last, but the color is... Wait, do you hear that? A long and arduous journey together with a young girl. This vision is not what I expected. We fought many battles together, and we were not alone. No, I dare say our comrades were well beyond counting. What business would I, a lowly student, have undertaken such missions? I cannot make sense of it. Still, I must thank you for this. Before meeting you, I was hopelessly lost, smothered by a fog of fear and uncertainty. But now I have your light to guide me. You've brought me yet another step closer to completing my training and unlocking the memories still dormant within me. After speaking with a few of the patrons here before you arrived, I believe I found the perfect place to continue owning my skills, the Sugoli Desert. If what I was told is true, a creature of unspeakable terror roams the sands. They say its strength is impossible to gauge, as no one lives to tell of its great might. But together I believe we can lay the beast low. When we have finished, we can take a hard-earned rest in Ul'dah. Okie dokie. Now let's go down to the southern town one. We'll take Forgotten Springs. Probably be a good idea to throw that on. Yeah, I was right. We're going southeast. Oh, it's a antlion. Oh, you hit me with paralysis, the beast. The next time he stuns or paralyzes me, it shouldn't do anything. Yay, I resisted it again. Oh yeah, I gotta go back to Ul'dah. My bad. Makes you wonder what the person that's able to teleport to and from. It's someone that has to do this on foot, how she's able to get back before you, kind of thing. But I'm not gonna complain. Just find it interesting. There are no words to express my gratitude for your assistance. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine confronting the legendary circuit. If not for you, I would be but one of the countless victims who succumbed to its poisonous sting. What was this one? An aura stone. Another stone. Yes, it comes to me now. The mortal struggle. Forbidden magics uttered in a final bid for salvation. I kinda like the hairstyle, minus the bangs. Oop. It all makes sense now. The pitched battles, the arduous journeys, the fellowship of adventurers. It was not my life that I recall, but rather the tales of a great hero I mistook as myself. I suspected such feats were too extraordinary to be my own, and the memories held within the stone have removed all doubt. They were of a journey into the past, one that revealed a horrible truth I dare not repeat aloud. Hopefully I didn't skip any dialogue. I didn't mean to. It seems like it's getting kind of laggy. And I remember my home, Vanadil. It is not some territory or continent, but an entirely different world. My true memories return to me now, and it's all thanks to you. More importantly, I believe I now understand how to wield a Matsukuri. It should not be long before my path home is clear to me as well. But first, I must see my training to its completion. While waiting here, I heard unsettling stories of a foul beast terrorizing Bronze Lake. This is the perfect opportunity to put into practice everything I have learned. Today is the day I wield the power of a Matsukuri. After this last endeavor, let us meet in Limsville Minza. I got 2 more places to port to. Bronze Lake. And I think going back to Limsville will finish it. Once and for all. I'll get the entire gear head to toe as glam. And then I think you get an achievement and possibly a title? Don't know. The key to a Matsukuri. Commencing. Yes. Kill this bitch first. Come on. Let me kill him. It won't let me. Oh. For some weird reason, I was in sync. Oh, his name is Spotter, that's funny. That's not a dragon, though. Huh. Are you gonna do the attack? Come on. Use it! Oh, now I'm the tank. No, you can't stun it. Well, that's good to know. Getting there. Hello. It'd be nice to get some more skills. Speaking of skills, I need to fix my hotbar eventually. Yay, finally. And also sorry that I missed all the chatter after the first fate. I was in a hurry to get this done, and I completely forgot that there's sometimes flavor text before, during, and after stuff in this game. It's just difficult sometimes to catch it because you got a lot of shit going around. Back to Bulwark, you should at least go to the drowned wench. The drowning wench? It's drowned. It's something to do with drowning wench. At last, the power of Matsukuri is mine to command, and my memories are slowly but surely returning. None of this would have been possible if not for your unwavering guidance. To think I could have forgotten a mission so vital. My resolve was unyielding, my mind focused on the task before me. In the end, I fear I may have jeopardized all I held dear. As I told you earlier, my home is, or rather was, a world known as Vanadil. Try as we might, its destruction could not be forestalled. But fate saw fit to give me one last chance. I was swallowed to travel back in time to escape to the past before the darkness had consumed all. Together with the heroes of the past, I knew the tragedy could be averted, just as it had been so many times before. Master was the greatest of them all, a hero without equal, whose grand adventures I mistook as my own memories. I cannot help but feel I'm still forgetting something else important, something that happened to Master. I suppose in time it will come to me. Before I leave, might we go and speak with Remimu? If not for her insistence, I would have been bereft of your assistance. It would be rude not to extend my thanks to her as well. I don't even know where Remimu is at. Oh, she's in the upper decks. Ah. The wench! I know, I ain't talking about the whatchamacallit. The NPC that we're going to talk back to. Iroha told me the good news. Her memory is for the most part restored. Perhaps more importantly, her training is complete. If you hadn't come with me to Costa del Sol, I dare say she'd still be swinging at crabs along the beach. Now that I have you here, I'd very much like to talk to you about my about what you were doing before we arrived. How exactly did you come to be here in Eorzea? And you say you went back in time trying to save your world. Yes, you have the right of it. No life was spared by the darkness, none save it for mine, that is. Fate intervened and I was sent back to the past, to a time where I could find heroes capable of saving Vanadil. That is how I was reunited with Master, although at a much earlier time than I anticipated. Last thing I remember is a fierce battle in a strange light. When next I woke, I was here. To be torn away from Master when I was needed most, my heart feels like it may burst. How awful, you were close then. Master was like family to me, and an exceptional warrior besides. I've spent my entire life striving to become such a hero and live up to the legends I so fondly remember. It all began with the stone, or so the story goes. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful, banished the darkness. Its light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. The world entered an age of bliss, that is, until the gods fell into slumber. That world is my home, Vanadil. It was home to three great nations, the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastok, and the Federation of Windurst. Powerful as they were, though, in times of strife they would turn to a single hero, my master. Be it a demon of rage seeking vengeance, or a spiteful god of our destruction, Master was always there to pull us back from the brink of oblivion. As long as there is light and life in the world, the legend of Vanadil's greatest hero will live on. I kind of really want to play 11. I can't afford all these subs, though. Or the time. Kind of wish if you had a sub for 14, you could have a sub. Well, you don't have to pay for a sub for 11, but oh well. There's little wonder these stories were the first to spring back to my mind. I have all but memorized them, but no matter how many times I asked, you would always... Oh, please excuse me. For a moment, when I looked at you, something in your eye reminded me of Master and I. Don't worry yourself over it. I imagine our friend here often has that effect on people. Sometimes. I realize how ridiculous this seems. Anyone in their right mind would think it's some fanciful dream. But for me, this world is the dream, and now it is time to awaken. When next I open my eyes, I will be home in Vanadil once more at Master's side. This may be just a dream, but it is one I shall never forget. Thank you for everything. And poop gone. Nope, nope. Still there? Yep. It would seem I'm not yet ready to return. Is this perhaps the will of the goddess? If it is by her will, then so it shall be. I vow to work hard every day to become a warrior worthy of your teachings. Then when the time comes, we shall meet again. Here in Eorzea, or perhaps in the waking world. There goes the greatest story I'll never get to write. An adventurer from another world traveling back in time to save her people. Who's going to believe such a silly tale? I'll leave the flights of fancy to Peter. But for her sake, I hope she finds her way home, wherever that may be. Yay! Heaven 11. Yay. Cool. Alright, so... I guess I'll tank it. We need to go to the Forelands. Did I... Please tell me. I did not... Dang it. Unable to teleport. Insufficient gil. Wait, do I not have Aetherite tickets? I do have Aetherite tickets. Vesper Bay. Yeah, might as well go to the Western Highlands. You get that entire set that she wore is as a glam. And unfortunately, the only pieces I kind of like out of it are maybe the chest piece and the bandana. Not a fan of the way that the shin guards and the arm guards look. But even then, the chest piece is kind of meh too. Oh yeah, I gotta turn these in if I want my Aether currents. So I got 2 quests. So one of those quests is to do the dungeon. We're gonna try and start cracking out some XP for Red Mage. You've already killed 3 of them. Thank you ever so much. You're not injured, are you? Here, please take this. It's your cut of the fee for the work. Incidentally, did you happen to see the farm on the far side of the bridge? Those Mylodons have made it difficult to access that area, and the bridge has been left to fall apart. After we repair the bridge, one day we might be able to rebuild that farm. Well, I can't do this one because it's 52, unfortunately. Someone's flying over my head. Oh, there they go. I gotta go all the way up to the upper left. I knew I should have picked up the damn Aetherite last time I did a... I think I was over that way, but at the same time I didn't want to go into the area. Oh shit, it scared the crap out of me. Oh, I can't drop down or otherwise I'm dead. I keep forgetting, I'm not max level anymore, so I can't just fly around and not worry about stuff attacking me. Plus I was able to fly. Oh, that's a fate popped up. I'm gonna use the map XP to get some Red Mage XP. Oop. Can't just drop down. 20... Oh, that's only 2,000 XP? That's kinda lame. Oh, Mirka. Crud, do I not have any emote or user macros on this one? Ah, I do. Cool. Anyone want to slay an A with me? Oh, it's actually got a horn on it. That's kind of cool. Yay, I got some people with me. Yay! Oh, probably should invite them to the party. So that's gonna pull me out of... Yeah. New adventure returner mentor party members will now receive an XP bonus until attaining level 80. Nice. And I'm basically a returner because I'm not on enough on this character. Anyone else? It'll be enough with Tia there. Tia's gonna rock us. Flying motorcycle. I thought that person was dressed up as like a cat person or something. That's a lot of DPS. This thing's gonna... Oh, that's not cool. My cast bar, I just noticed, is full honk. I'll just have to use it the way I have it right now. Oh, that's scatter. Hey, little bro, how you doing? Woo, that's not kosher. Okay, good. He didn't. Oh, I don't mean to put it to sleep. We'll addle it, though. I hope you interrupt that, because I'm gonna die otherwise. Nope. We're all frozen. Yay, I'm broken out. Yay. I got 40 Centurio seals and 30 poetics. Hopefully. Too bad it doesn't give me any XP. Oh, I need to get my mount set up too. I just did the Final Fantasy XI crossover quest, little bro. And we just got done knocking out an A rank. I'm gonna go continue the storyline now. Hopefully we can keep your mind off of everything that's going cruddy. It gave me... What did it give me again? 40 Centurios and 30 Poetics, so I didn't get any of the regular stuff. Darn. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I hear you on that one though. How is Baldur's Gate 3? Is it actually fun? A lot of people are like going gaga over it, but haven't touched it. Then again, I'd probably want to get that for my for a PS5. Which, by the way, I'm almost up to my to a $20 gift card on Misplay. Not sponsored by Misplay, by the way. Yay, cutscene! I hope I was still Red Mage when I transferred over.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Interesting. I still haven't even finished Witcher 3. I need to do that. We're in Skellige right now. Or about to go to Skellige. We now stand on the threshold of Gervania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned. There's a village here. But I thought these lands the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marstachamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this ceaseless chatter. We are to meet this acquaintance of yours. Let us do it before Ishgard burns. To the point. And there's an Aether Current right there to go grab. Oh, I need to go back on the duty fire. I need to do that dungeon, because that'll give me the last Aether Current so I could fly in Western Highlands. I will say this. The Heavensward zones are kind of annoying to navigate. Only plays like... Nice. But, what was I getting at? Oh, yeah. I don't like the way that the zones are laid out for when you can't fly. And even sometimes when you're able to fly, it's annoying. Ooh, what's this one? By the horns? Yeah. But when you're, but it's a beautiful spectacle to see. I mean, you can't really see much right now because it's got like the sandstorm going on. But these scenery areas are amazing in this game. I love it. Wish I could fly. I'll have to go back and collect all the Aether Currents. I discovered a new location as a red mage. Go and grab this Aethernet shard. Yay, I have attuned to it. And since I'm on a low level, I need to go back onto this level so I could go ahead and continue. Yeah, it's pretty interesting with the tabletop kind of setup. I did see like one or two little short videos of like people rolling dice and stuff like that in the game. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh ho, and if it ain't the lovely Ysayle, it's been too long, girl. That it has, Marstachamp, that it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Somel. May we stay in Tailfeather a while, prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Ysayle not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering column trees all about, haven't you? If you were to fly above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we could do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. Shit. You're welcome. Now I know it won't stop Ysayle here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you set on heading west. Shoot! We'll just get back. Come on! 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 Oh, I cut that close. I might have to load another save though. Next time I played, I rolled an 8 for a 30 persuasion check that screwed my game narrative. I bet it did. You had the persuasion skills of a screw. For that one moment. It reminds me of the one time that I did play tabletop. Oh, that is hilarious. Hey there, baby. Want to come out with me tonight? No way, sir. Orgubu, Puggles Wellington, and Mimizu Anguria. I'm taking this nice and slowly. I'm not a fan of over-taxing the healer. And the sad part about these beginning dungeons is, holy crap, they can get... The curve was... The difficulty curve was quite steep for me. I was not used to it. I was so used to being so overpowered when I first came through here that there was a lot of death that happened. Well, I'm about to level. That'll put me at 56, so I'll pretty much be max leveled. A lot of moving around, and I don't feel like taking all this unnecessary damage. With all the dialogue choices in Witcher, speaking of Witcher, I probably screwed myself a good one on that one. I already goofed on Dijkstra, which is sad. Nice sleep. You know, I need to start using that. No, I didn't do that part yet. When I was supposed to turn Triss in to the Eternal Flame or whatever the fuck they're called, the guy caught me out of the liar, and Triss killed her torturer, I should say. And I couldn't find out where Dijkstra's treasure was at. So he told me to fuck off, pretty much. Well, damn, I wish I'd know that now. Oh well, too late. Wait, is this healer an auto? Something tells me this healer might be a bot. Due to the fact that they tried putting the boss to sleep. Yeah, I didn't look for the note. I wasn't as thorough as I should have been on that one. Oh well. It just means that my story beat will be a little bit unique. Hey! Victory fanfare! That's for a healer. Gotta kill these chirurgeons. I think the last thing I did was I got Triss out of Novigrad. No, I killed the Psycho of Verdania. Oh, you mean I don't get to kill Radovid now? Fuck, that screws my plans out. I'm getting kind of spoiled though, bro. You might wanna stop spoiling. Damn it. I thought I still had a chance. It's fine. Damn. Yeah, I wanted to kill off the bastard, but... well, shit. I guess he gets to live. For my storyline. Oh well. I can't get the perfect story all the time. Otherwise it would be doctored. And I kinda already goofed anyways because of the way the game screwed me. Because I still need to clip that from my original playthrough. Because I was gypped when I went to go to I forgot his name. The Snake Witcher. And there wasn't a trap where I was stepping and it said that I tripped one. And even after I reset the my save, it still flagged me as actually hitting the trap. Leto, yeah, him. And then he kept saying that I was losing my edge because I hit the friggin' trap. That ticked me off. But I'll cut it even though the video is absolute shit. But I went through the entire thing and I didn't get caught by a single trap. We're fighting Sir Yohammer. Now, my bug was, I was walking up to the barn, and I had the Witcher sense on, and it didn't show the trap until it tripped. And then I went back to a save that I had right before I even went into the area, like even crossed the threshold to get into the actual quest story, and it still said that I had tripped the trap. Ooh, he punted me. The little beach. Oh, I really hate when a lot of orange goes off at once. Bug it. Everyone! Get on me. I want everyone's attention. Give me your attention. Hate on me. Now kill the bitch. Yay, he's dead. Too bad none of this gear is actually better than what I got. But it could be useful for Red Mage, especially a neck piece, if I could find one. Because I still haven't upgraded the neck piece yet. Earrings will be useless until I hit 80. Because of this bad boy, my Menfina's earrings. Ah, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull ahead on this one. This is one of the few spots where I will pull ahead because the weather damages you. Kind of a DPS check a little bit. Oops. I am not used to my buttons. Alright, let's kill these ice sprites, or hailstorm sprites. Yay, we can get in. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta love Holy. Man. There's another one of those instances where I have to deal with this. Yeah, I've seen that happen. Still waiting on, what's his face, Wolf Among Us 2 to come out. Like to have that pop up sometime. That's still to be determined. Once I get through Wolf Among Us 2, I could do my scumbag playthroughs as well. Mapping the realm, Dusk Vigil, yay! All this for that gem on the forehead. That's what we're looking for right there. That's what we're here. Just so we can get that sapphire. Alright, so this boss is pretty easy. Everyone is not in cutscene, so... Let's see how many people get sucked in. I bet. Oh, so the summoner ate it. The Winds of Winter. Isn't that the name of the George R.R. Martin book that still hasn't come out yet? I will not get hit by any dots in this boss fight. Yay, I did it. And the griffin is done. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's the only person I can give the thing to. Alright, Mimi's here anytime you want to loot. Yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of on the fence whether I want to play Revengeance or not. It looks like a really fun game to play, but it also looks like it's really weird. Alright, so... I have to go back to someone. Oh, it's not that far. We're gonna head back there right fast and go take care of that. Yeah, right? It's so funny that the fact that that guy sounds so much like Trump. We're gonna make America great again! Was it Senator Armstrong or something like that? Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. I want to clip that whole cutscene and send it out to people that are Trump fans. Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna head back to Western Highlands right fast. I'm going to pop that quest. It's a 50. Oh, bollocks! It's a 51 quest, so that means I can't put it on my red mage. And then I'll be able to fly in the Western Highlands. Yay! Just gotta go to there. Haiku Ninja himself, yeah. Although I do have to say, they did have some major cojones to put a Metal Gear game out and not have Solid Snake really as the centerpiece at all. You could argue that 2 did the same thing, but, I mean, come on, you had Solid Snake at the beginning, and then you also had him at the end. Or actually, even in the middle of it too, because, you know, Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. That storyline was so borked. It's a fun game, though. I wish that they had the remake from the GameCube for the first one on PlayStation. I didn't play Survive. You have it, Master Hero. The Ice Rondelle. Yes, there's no mistaking it. At last, it is ours once more. My parents presented the sapphire to me on my wedding day, as my wife and I presented it to Yulmeric on his. One day they would do the same for their son. But for that disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot. He knew what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. But the final insult, the final twisting of the knife, was when my son took command at the dusk vigil and found the ice rondelle to be in the centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the selfsame one which had vanished, but, oh, he knew. But no more, no more! It is back with the family where it belongs. It is admittedly hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept what little that can be had. Yay, Freebird! Curthis, Western Highlands. Oh yeah! Current attunement. Completion. So I played Metal Gear Solid 1. Loved the remake that did. Snake Eater on GameCube. Chef's Kiss. Played 2, and I wish that they had brought back the skate park side game where you can skateboard as either riding or snake on the big show. That was fun. I barely dabbled into Snake Eater. Didn't play 4 at all. And I haven't played 5 either. Or Revengeance. It'd be nice if they remade the original ones for NES. Brought them up to speed for like how the game is now. That'd be badass. Of course, they'd have to change a few things, like the fact that cigarettes aren't a thing that heals you anymore. Of course, I know that they've already changed that for the quote-unquote current generation of them. Kessler Ironheart. Well, paint me yellow and call me a chocobo. That's Millis' sightseeing log you got there. Yeah, right. I've heard some stories. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I'm Kester Ironheart, cousin to Millith and an explorer of sorts, like most of my extended family. When I last spoke with Millis, she told me of an adventurer with a keen case of wanderlust, an adventurer that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. There, and yes, there. That should do it, I reckon. It's no secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I've not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found. And now so do you, thanks to the notes and rumors I've seen fit to jot down in your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning vistas are just waiting to be discovered. Your legs will not carry you to all of them, though. Should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black-feathered bird. Oh, but if I were to say more, I would be robbing you of the joy of discovering these spectacular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer, and may this moment mark the beginning of a tour of wonder. Yay, Heavensward entries have been added to your sightseeing log. You must be level 50 or above to record Heavensward vistas. Travel to the location indicated and fulfill the necessary conditions, and you will complete the entry for that vista, earning experience points in the process. Use your wits in the notes provided by Kester to identify these stunning sights and the proper way to appreciate them, and see Ishgard as only the greatest explorers have seen her. That's funny. Worse than dragons. And there's also some bad news. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The Bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for mobs in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly they ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it would be closer to the Nath's home territory. And I need to pick up this one because it's an Aether Current. You see, you've been making the rounds getting to know the hunters in these parts. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report in over a fortnight. And I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of them. It's a simple job that'll earn you some coin. Can't rightly say no to that. If that tickles your fancy, then you'll need to talk to the leaders of each camp. Leonuf, Gwynnoret, and Aimbert. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Julio's. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marshasham found me my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath are once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They were a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Salmal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Salmal, shall we? Right. It's almost like they're trying to compete with each other. I mean, in all honesty, Yoshi P has got how many people playing Final Fantasy XIV concurrently? So it's not like he's getting completely covered. I'd be extremely worried if a bulk of the fan base from 14 ended up migrating back to WoW or something. That too, yeah. I forgot about 16. Case in point. That's the joke. I try and swap the red mage as much so I can get some additional XPs. Should probably do some dungeons too. Yeah, get off me, Bandersnatch. Haha. I'm still waiting for Mystic Quest to pop up on Switch. I've said it. A Mystic Quest remake would be absolutely amaze sauce too. And they could go two routes with it. Yeah, right. They can go two routes with the Mystic Quest remake. They can go the quote-unquote baby route that supposedly, like, you know, it's been. You know how it's supposed to be an introduction to, like, JRPGs and the like. And then they could have the quote-unquote hard mode where they make it, like, modernized, hardcore, and, like, crazy, like, stuff. Because it had a lot of things that I wish that a lot of the Final Fantasy and other games had. Like, they had, repair the bitch. There we go. They had, let's see, Well, for one thing, the enemy sprites, when they got to half health, they started deteriorating. The bosses had 3 different tiers, like healthy, medium, and then dying. They had weaknesses, like slimes were deathly weak to explosives, and trees were deathly weak to axes and stuff like that, which I thought was amazing. That too, they had destructive environments from back in the day, because you could blow up cave walls and stuff. It was innovative in its own right, but it was also very watered down, which is funny. But the music was fucking amaze sauce. Should we chance to meet Marshchamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect a Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian. The style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. That structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. Claim this as evidence of our harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rebel inspires no such awe in me. Yeah, right. Cure spell, he's dead. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Hero, pray reason with these two. The truth of the grunt. The truth of the past will be revealed. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. In order to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Hero's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Hero's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr will likely provide the catalyst Hero's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Why not just use it on her? One of the things that kind of annoys me about the Echo. It's plot armor! The Trine Towers. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Trine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. In order to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. Do not be disheartened, the one who leads them is a friend. Rather more concerned is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Alright, bro. Sweet dreams. Rest well, all that jazz. Be safe, stay warm. You can always catch the remaining 20 minutes later on. Yeah, right. Oops, I go back to Red Mage again. I'm being really, really particular about the XP, but any XP is good XP. My name on PS4 is pretty much Bubble Ninja 72086. I probably won't add you as a friend though if I don't know you. So, just giving you a heads up. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm supposed to go all the way over there? Okay. Yeah, just as a heads up, I usually don't add people unless I know them in some way, shape, or form. Ah, so many Loftons. Plus, if you were to look up my character on PSN, you'll notice that, or my avatar, you'll notice I have a lot of games that have 0 trophies, and I haven't touched them yet. They're for channel content, eventual channel content. I really need to get on that stuff. Alrighty, back to Warrior. Because as I feared, the road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marshachamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they were threatened the dragon so openly. They intend to assault the lair itself. I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Ah, we got it. Worst case scenario, she could turn into, Shiva. Too bad she couldn't just fly us all the way there herself as Shiva. Okay, go ahead and, get over here. I really hate the way that they have this set up for this, due to the fact that if you're not in that circle when you kill everything, it can reset, which is kind of sad. $41,000 XP. Well, you'll die now. Oh, nope, you didn't die. Now you died. I was actually... Oh crap. I thought I glitched myself for a second. I mounted up when I wasn't supposed to be able to. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. Truly you are beyond salvation. Come then.
Vidofnia!
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sire's will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here, and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Tis our job to take care of that.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Gifts for the outcasts. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further my own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. What a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Aether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. I'll now rest upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marshchamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Oh. Probably would be a good idea to get this Aetherite first. We're gonna go back to Tailfeather. I really hate using tickets like this, but I'm gonna have to start saving on time. I'll have to start farming them. It means farming A ranks, doing the weekly hunts, all that jazz. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it that you'd like to? Summoned the Primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here, outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves if you give them the right incentives. Sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of kalim tree fruit, and always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. Shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. And I shall collect the nectar with Master Alphanaw's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot in your map for you. You've been most kind, Master Marshchamp. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. Of course I'm going to be the last one there. It's annoying, but I gotta go the long way around to get to the Nanka eggs. Pardon my yawning. Wow, I've almost gotten 2 levels today. I was making sure I had my Menfina earring on my warrior. It does save me from having to buy stuff. 1 slot less, at least. Being able to fly would be amazing right now. Although I'd also like it if... Ooh. Ether current. I'd also like it if I could find a another A rank or even an S rank. Oh, am I able to shortcut this way? Me think so. Hey, I think I did find... Is that an A rank? Oh man. Yep, Lord of the Wyverns, it's a A rank. We have 20 people on. It'd be nice that if they went with me on this. Oh. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see anyone responding. Nope. Oh well. Had to give up on it. Oh well. Can't win them all. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. You have the alchemy. Splendid. I shall put this with the Stydian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the nav. Oh, Samiri. Ooh, damn. I would have gotten. All I had to do was tap it. You could have killed it. Damn it. Ah. You're just wasting time by reviving me. I've hit it. Oh Jesus, I'm surprised they didn't die. Now I died. Oh, fuck. All the things I do for tickets. Oh. Pays to have a 90. Things I do. But I did get a nice 80. Plus another some odd, like 60 tomestones. That works. Pick up the next quest, and then we'll call it quits for this part. The non-mind. Well, everything appears to be in order, assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation. I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Just sack it up and drop it. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alpha now. Our offerings has not gone unnoticed. The Nath. Or actually, I think they're Vath. Yep, Vath Fleetfoot. Click, click. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents. Landtrap nectar, Callum tree fruit, and Nanka flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Click, click. Come hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. Better to live in the stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws. Yes, come, come, it's not far. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. I'm going to introduce ourselves to the Nath. Or Vath, I mean. Don't pull, fuck you. Eat my crits! Click, click. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath, we are the non-mind. Click, click. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies that much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, Pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's God. Knowledge alone, what strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's God, of the God the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak, and fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket the dragon was slain. 'Twas likely one that had fled battle with my kinsmen. I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our God and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our God ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Great and direct hit, not bad. That voice I gave the Nath is kind of rough on the vocal cords. Stolen munitions. Though we fear not each other's thoughts, generous hunter, you somehow know that we need help. Our weapon stocks are wanting, we need more. I would make a request of you. Please bring us muskets with which to defend ourselves. We can take them from the Nath nearby. 2 would be sufficient. I think that's the only one for this area. A Nathic deity. We call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions, not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a sign of the seventh dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to his death? No, You have the right of it, Asinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, hero. I do not fear my duty. Wait, hero need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ha! Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Asthenia makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how to best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. We are Vath, we are the non-mind, we do not hear the One Mind's thoughts, we cannot predict their will. Click, click. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. Click, click. You wish to meet our god? Offer yourself as a sacrifice, and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. You are generous hunters, yes. Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all that to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. Again? Another one of those? Lame! Wait, how many free company credits? Damn! Messed them up. I'm not fighting you. Oh, you're shitting me. That was the only entrance? Lame. Never mind. We've had to enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Vather wants to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it is by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the non-mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. That's so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. Kinda like what happened when we did Ifrit. Breaking into hives. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourselves into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, hero? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a man to err on the side of caution. Yeah. Or that I could fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphinaud. Then it is settled, hero. You and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance and then allow them to take us prisoner. And with that, I'm going to have to cut it there. It's already almost 20 minutes past time. I hope you all have enjoyed this part. Thank you all for watching, those in the future, and of course, little brother, thank you for joining me and keeping me company. This has been part 57 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to for the content. Comment down below, tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay, my commentary and all that jazz. Just don't give any spoilers, please, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later. Okay, there we go.